what are you watching and what are you doing or have you been doing or have you been watching, I guess.
Uh,
I
so uh,
already know the answer, but
I went back to Breaking Bad,
you officially
but
restarted
yeah,
it.
went back to that. But also because I've been talking about that universe too much, I'm just gonna talk about the last thing that I watched, last movie that I watched, which
Okay,
was
okay.
something I haven't posted on my Instagram because I don't even know if I want to. It was it was the new Pinocchio movie.
Ooh, yeah, I want to talk about that at some point. I mean, might
Good
as well
God.
talk about it now because
Did
that
you
came
watch it
out.
too?
I haven't watched it yet, but it
Oh
got
my God.
recommended to me, and I was like, I haven't seen the original, so I don't. I think that might change my process going into the new one. I don't know if I should watch the original first, but I don't know.
Yeah. I haven't seen the original since I mean like I basically haven't seen the original because I haven't seen that movie since I was a kid. So I
Right.
mean like the main part that I remember two main parts that I remember from Pinocchio, the OG is uh When You Wish Upon a Star and Pleasure Island scene.
Hmm.
But also my Pinocchio, which I don't know how you feel about this, because there's been so many different Pinocchios, especially this year, where this is only the first. Or actually no, this is only the second Pinocchio that we got this year. But
Oh
not
yeah.
not including. Wait, did the Pauly Shore one come out last year?
I forgot about that one. I I
um,
I'm not sure when that came out.
but anyways, my Pinocchio is the JTT Pinocchio, which was the Adventures of Pinocchio, which came out in the late '90s, and it had Martin Landau as Geppetto.
Oh, that was a. I think that was a creepy one, wasn't it? I
Oh my
I, I
God,
kind of have. I
terrifying!
have like. Yeah, I have like little images of from that when I was growing up.
Absolutely, and once again, I remember like the ones actually like the main scene that I remember from that movie is actually never mind, it's a mixture of two, but it is the Pleasure Island scene, which in all of Pinocchio iterations, that's always the weirdest, and you're always like excited for that part because like what are they gonna do? Because it's always so disturbing. Are they gonna try to like make it more lighthearted? But
Right.
most of the time they go just balls to the wall. But I remember that and the whale scene when they get stuck in the whale
Hmm.
and Pinocchio gets them out. But this Pinocchio, the new one that we got, that was directed by Robert Zemeckis and has Tom Hanks as Geppetto, is probably one of the worst things I've ever seen.
Interesting. I mean, I'm not really surprised by that, but it was a Disney Plus trap, which is always a little sketchy, especially if it's a
Also, it's
movie like this.
totally, and it's also one of those movies where you could totally tell that it was filmed during the pandemic because every like
Everyone's
human
shot by themselves.
yeah, every human character, it just looks like they had like they only had like maybe like a few hours to remember their lines,
Hmm.
few hours of makeup. Let's do it, and then you get paid. But especially everything that Tom Hanks does in it, like I don't know what the fuck Tom Hanks is doing anymore. I think him and Elijah and I talked about it episode recently that and I said it like I think that Tom Hanks has hired himself to be his own makeup artist now.
Yeah, he doesn't allow anyone
With
to touch himself except his wife.
yeah, with with Elvis in this movie, I don't know what the hell Tom Hanks is doing,
Mhm.
but yeah, it was weird. I don't know. And Joseph Gordon-Levitt's Jiminy Cricket was. I had no idea it was Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Does he put on a voice or something?
A really weird voice. Yes, he
Hmm.
does. It's very strange. The movie's strange. It's strange. I don't like all of Pinocchio has always been strange. I don't know why they
Right.
keep remaking it because it's just something that's been done so many times that you
Yeah.
don't know what's going to be new about this one. Absolutely nothing.
It's like a shot
It's
for shot
just
recreation almost.
no, it's not really a shot for shot. It's just Pinocchio's been done so many times, regardless if you're thinking about the Disney one. It's just like this one you're just watching, you're like, what's the point? Why am I watching this movie?
Uh
And then they get to Pleasure Island, and then you realize, oh, they just ran out of all their money because it's just everything is CGI. Like
huh.
it's so bad. And then they're playing pool, and it looks like the pool balls are all CGI. It looked like the pool stick was CGI. Just
Right.
everything is just, guys, we ran out of all this money. We
Right.
spent it all on Tom Hanks and Lee Pierce. We we don't know what to do
Interesting.
anymore.
Yeah, that was a weird choice. That was a Disney Day drop that came out on I think Friday. So
Mm-hmm.
that was surprising. That was supposed to be a big deal and it wasn't.
Not at all.
Uh
That's totally one of those forgettable live action it was just as forgettable as when Disney Plus first came out and they had Lady and the Tramp,
Hmm.
which I thought the live action Lady and the Tramp was slightly better than this one.
I forgot they made a live action. That came out
Right?
already?
Didn't you? Right?
That
Yeah.
came out already?
That came out 2020.
I can't picture this one now. Hold on. Lady and the Tramp.
Justin
2019. Oh,
Thoreau. Like,
yeah.
yeah, dude. Yeah.
Oh, Sam Elliott. Okay. All right.
Yeah. No, that one's a little bit better because I mean, like at least with that
You
movie,
like looking at dogs? It's just like,
well, yeah, I
better
love
to look at.
dogs. But like also with that movie too, it's like we haven't had too many recreations of that, like
Mhm.
of that story in that movie. So at least like you get that with it.
Yeah.
Everything else with all these other Disney remakes, it's just I don't know. Especially with Pinocchio. I just don't know why do we need another Pinocchio? And then we're getting another one that Guillermo del Toro is doing for
Yeah, that
Netflix.
one could be interesting. I don't know what they're gonna do with that because isn't the story of Pinocchio actually super dark, and they just did like the bare
Yeah.
minimum of darkness in the Disney, obviously because it's Disney. But Guillermo del
Well,
Toro, I think,
yeah,
is going to be interesting because he's going to lean into the darkness of it. I think. I don't know.
totally. And we'll see how it goes. But for so far, like I don't know why Hollywood,
Pinocchio is so interested.
everybody just wants more and more Pinocchio, and I'm
I
not
wonder if it's one of
understanding
those
it.
things where, because I know sometimes studios have to make a project with a movie just to keep the rights for like another couple of
Hmm.
years or something. And I don't know how that's working with Pinocchio because I don't think Guillermo del Toro is making it with Disney at all. I don't think it's
No,
associated.
it's not
So
associated with it at all. The
it's
dude,
Netflix, right?
The Pauly Shore one wasn't connected with Disney either. It's just
Interesting.
it's just every studio just really
It's
wants.
also
I
a
think
thing
it's
where
because it's so
studios,
bankable.
yeah, I think
Because
it's
people
also
just see
because
Pinocchio and they're like, "Oh, I guess we want to watch that." But I don't know. It's
yeah,
very odd to me.
the big thing that also studios do is they hear that a studio is making a project and they're like, oh, we can make that too to rival it and
Yep.
try to make one better. So it's like always a competition with studios when they find out there's a
Yeah.
Hercules. Like there was like three Hercules movies in like 3 years.
Hmm.
There was one with that one dude from Twilight. There's the one with Dwayne Johnson.
Hmm.
There's probably another one, but there was all in like a span of like 3 years or something, and there's
Hmm.
all want to rival it. So maybe that's what's going on right now with Pinocchio. But it's weird that it's Pinocchio.
It's weird that it's Pinocchio.